Hey Diva Nation, we're kicking this show off with my favorite co-host, Mr. Handy Candy. We're going to stroll down memory lane remembering past Christmases, test your knowledge with my beer quiz, and so much more. Stay tuned! Beer Divas, 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 Beer Divas. Welcome to the Beer Divas show, where wine is dumb and beer rules. I'm your host, Dr. Brewski, and with me is my favorite co-host, Mr. Handy Candy. It's Christmas time, and we're going to try some yummy winter beers today. But of course, we have to start off the show with my favorite part, beer reviews. It's beer review time. All right, so we've got 3 beers to try tonight, and the first one is out of California. We're going to crack that big guy open. Mr. Handy made me my own Head Diva bottle opener, so we're going to use that too. Thank you, Handy.
Show the back too.
Oh, I'm sorry, with the logo on the back. Heck yeah, come on, baby. All right, you open it. We need man hands going on. So this is from Tarot Brewery, and they're out of California. What we're trying, it's called Beret, and it's an aged imperial wit beer with spices.
It smells like wine.
Yeah, well, it's going to be. The ABV on this is 8.6%, and it's aged in bourbon barrels.
Looks like Mr. Handy might be getting lucky later. We'll see.
That's right, baby. Woohoo! So let's see what we got. Should be what, reddish maybe? No, it's not. Wit.
Golden.
Kind of hazy too, huh?
It's golden.
Just a little bit.
I know, I probably poured a bit much.
I just need a little bit, hon. Okay, we're just tasting.
The more we get in her, the luckier we get.
That's right. Here, you know what? I'm gonna put this over here so it's not blocking my view. We're gonna put this off to the side here. All right, so right away you can see the color. It's a little bit like tan, like almost like
orangey
honey.
almost. It's almost orangey.
Orangey. Yeah. Well, you think
almost.
of wit, right? It's wheat beer, right? But it's aged.
Oh, it smells good.
It smells like a wit, but it also smells winey to me, which is probably the imperial part.
Winey, but also almost like a sour.
Smells like a sour.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a taste.
It's a sour.
It definitely tastes like a sour. Doesn't taste like a wit at all.
Let me see the cover. I like it. Oh, I like sours.
I know, but man, is that tart.
Imperial wet ale with spices.
Wow.
Aged in
That is
oak
really, really tart.
with raspberries. Whew. Yeah, it tastes like, what am I thinking? What's that?
Just a really tart, almost cherry.
Yeah, it tastes like what?
Well, a sour.
A sour, yeah.
But you get that imperial taste to it. Any alcohol that's over like 7%, you can taste the alcohol in it. It's kind of a winey. So you've got the winey paired with the sour, and it's like, it just knocks you.
Oh, it's strong too.
It is strong. Well, 8.5%. I mean, Jesus.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's tasty though.
I like light and fruity.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Mr. Handy. Your rating for the Tarot Brewery Beret is
8.4.
8.4. Whoa.
I like fruity beers. You know me.
I know.
Light and fruity.
That's tart though. My review for the Tarot Brewery Beret Imperial Wit with spices is
7.2. That's too strong for me. Ugh.
Hey, did you mention our special guest?
So for Christmas this year, we got a little special gift, and that would be Snoop on a Stoop. And I also got Lady Faye of IPA Snoop on the Stoop too. So this is our elf, Mr. Freddie, and now he's got Snoop Dogg smoking a joint. Yes, Parents of the Year award on that. Smoking the joint with good old Freddie. And he spent Christmas with us, so, you know, we're down in the Brewski household with that.
Cleanse your
right?
palate.
So to cleanse my palate, we are eating the Jelly Belly, what is it? The popcorn?
The only good one.
It tastes like hell corn because it's sweet, but you get the butter flavor.
I know.
How do they do that?
I don't know. This bag was completely full when I bought it.
Yeah. All right. Goes well with beer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The next one we're going to try is called Festivus. And this is a holiday ale. It's out of Market Garden Brewery, which is up in Cleveland, Ohio. No, we're good. The ABV on that is 7.5%. So it's got a lot of kick to it, too.
Yeah.
Usually the holiday ales don't have that much kick, but woo! We'll be having a head.
Same
just
color.
A little bit. Just
Same
a little bit.
color.
Just a little bit.
Same color.
You got more stuff
Look
to
at
do
that.
today. Yeah, same color. It's kind of honeyish, orangey.
It smells delicious.
Oh, you can smell the cinnamony kind of, you know, think of your
it almost smells
Christmas
the same
ale,
as that.
right?
That almost smells the same.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I'm
This
getting it.
was more like cherries and the wheat. You could smell that. But this is like all your pumpkin-y spices. You know, this is holiday beer at its finest.
Nutmeg.
So light color, a lot of carbonation.
Holiday
right?
spices, nutmeg, brown sugar, ginger.
There you go.
Let's give it a shot.
Festivus. Wasn't there a Seinfeld episode about Festivus and Kramer? I don't know. You'll have to watch that. I'll have to find it. Cheers.
Interesting.
Interesting. Now,
I would not want a full beer of that though.
I know, maybe just a
Share it.
sampler.
Share
It
it.
is really spicy. So not every
Lot of
Christmas
ginger.
/ holiday ale.
A lot of ginger.
I think so too. It almost tastes like ginger ale.
No,
No?
too much ginger. Almost feels like it could upset your tummy if you drink the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's got a little crispy, hoppy bite to it too.
Yeah,
I think it's too much ginger.
that's what I'm saying.
Yep, I do too. I think so. I don't know. I wouldn't want that whole thing. I got a 6-pack of that. We're giving that away. Anybody want some Festivus? Come
Put it in the comments below.
put it in the comments below and let us know. And
We'll ship it your way.
we'll give it to you.
Free.
Drop by the office. You know who I am. So definitely a lot of spice in that one. Not as like full bodied as I thought it would be, especially for 7.5%. I don't want any more. I'm good. Yeah, okay. So your rating, Handy, for the Festivus from Market Garden is
6.2.
6.2. My rating for the Festivus from Market Garden Brewery up in Cleveland is, I'm going to go 6.9. I don't like it. I wouldn't drink that. It's too much ginger, and you know how I am with ginger.
Yeah.
So when I was pregnant,
She got so sick on ginger.
I was so sick all the time, and they said, hey, you're pregnant, eat ginger. It's supposed to help settle your stomach. And so I had ginger snaps like every day. I was drinking ginger ale like it was coming, going out of style.
Ginger candy. We had
And
it
I
all.
still threw up every freaking day. And to this day, I cannot do ginger ale. I can't do ginger on my sushi. I can't do ginger
I was
anything.
gonna say if they put ginger on the sushi, she's
I
like,
just,
oh.
I go berserk. So, okay. Our third and final beer is called Frozen Grove. And it's a winter wheat ale, and it's from a place in Columbus, Ohio called Land Grant Brewery. The ABV on that is 5.1, so we're kind of getting lighter as we go down. Pour it correctly, please. I like head, but not that much head, honey.
Whoa.
Whoa. So anyway, this, I'm pretty sure this, is because it's a wheat ale, I think it might taste like a Hefeweizen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely smell the banana and clove. Maybe not as much clovey, but it definitely smells like a Hefeweizen on here. Cheers. Oh yeah.
That's good.
Strong, orangey Hefeweizen.
Yep, you could put an orange in that.
Oh, you could totally put an orange in that.
That's good.
Very light color, hazy. A lot of carbonation.
Going back for seconds.
Going back for seconds. This is Handy's one of his favorites. Any time of year, he's all for the Hefeweizen. Me, I got to be in the mood for Hefeweizen, and I don't want it all night because it's a stronger tasting beer.
All night long.
Oh, night.
All night.
I dig that though.
That's just a good Hefeweizen.
So when we went up to Cleveland,
I don't know what makes it festive, but it's just an all-around good beer.
when we went up to Cleveland for the Cleveland Beer Fest, and check one of the past episodes for that when I went with Mrs. Stoutfire, Land Grant had an orange popsicle Kolsch. Man, that was one of my favorite beers. It tasted like an orange popsicle.
It said this is brewed with oranges and a blend of mulling spices.
Okay, we'll read the whole thing.
A hint of summer's warmth in the heart of winter, this wit-style winter wheat ale is spiced and brewed with orange for an aromatic, refreshing, and energizing jolt of sunshine to melt away these frigid months.
Wow, I dig this beer.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's strong, though. You have to like a Hefeweizen if you're going to enjoy this beer. All right, Handy. So your rating for the Frozen Grove Wheat Ale is?
9.2.
Woo, woo! Woo! You like that beer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My rating for the Frozen Grove Wheat Ale is 8.4. I like it, but Hefeweizen's not necessarily my thing. That's just how it is. You know, I'm a Marzen kind of girl, and
Yeah.
lager. I'm a lager lady.
We all have our stuff.
We all have our stuff.
Lady Faye is IPA.
Yeah, that's right. Mrs. Stoutfire pretty much drinks anything. And Professor Hops, she's kind of like me. She kind of drinks a little bit of everything too, except the hoppy stuff. So that's it for this part of the show. Let's get into Remember That Christmas. All right, next segment, instead of Remember That Beer, because we've done that before, let's go into Christmas. It's that time of year where we have tons of memories. We try to do traditions with our families and our children. Like, Handy, tell me one of your favorite Christmases of the past, like when you were a kid. Talk to me about what you guys did in your household. What did you guys used to do?
Well, we're still doing it. We went
doing the same
We went to
things?
Grandma Judy's house over the holidays. All my cousins, all my brothers, aunts, uncles, mom, dad, at Grandma Judy's, pheasant dinner. That food is that's my ultimate comfort food. Pheasant dinner with potatoes and the gravy and the corn and the bread.
Hence the Iowa Christmas hat. So his whole family's from Iowa, and they go pheasant hunting every year. And, then we enjoy it during the holidays.
Yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas. But yeah, so that's my favorite
delicious.
thing every year. And Santa Claus brings special gifts for the kids, and they sing
So they used
Christmas
to do that when you were
carols.
little too,
Yeah,
same
all
thing?
the time. All the time.
Was there a favorite present that you got, like one year? Like you really, really wanted something?
Not from grandma and grandpa, but mom and
Well,
dad, of
mom
course.
and dad.
Yeah.
So what would you get?
I'd say when I was 10, I got a dirt bike.
Oh.
And I tore it up and I got hurt. There was a lot going on there with that dirt bike. It's still in existence. My dad made it work, and Chase is driving it now.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh
Chase
my
is loving
gosh.
it. Chase is loving it today, my nephew.
That is crazy. So one of my favorite things as a kid was, my favorite present was I got the Darth Vader spaceship. And you put the little figurine in it, and it had a little red laser light that made some sound like pew, 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 or whatever it did.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew. And I used to chase my sister around our hallway. We lived in a ranch, so we would turn off all the lights, and all you could see was this little red light, and I would chase her around being like...
I'm coming
to get you,
I still do hear that sound every once in a while.
Well, I wheeze all the time because I got a deviated septum, so I don't breathe very well. But anyway, and another present that I just loved was the Barbie remote control Corvette. I wanted that thing 2 years in a row, and I finally got it. And oh my gosh, it was yellow and it had red seats in it. And we used to drive that thing all around the outside and in the house. I just loved it. What was one of your worst Christmases? Can you remember anything?
That's so easy.
What
Every year when I was a kid, my grandma Elaine got us the worst gifts on planet Earth.
Kind of like the Christmas Story where
yeah.
he had the
So
the
she
bunny.
got me, if you remember the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had the hat with a big bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. She got you one of
She got me one of those and a shirt that was like rainbow striped or something.
Oh my God.
I didn't even come close to wearing it, but yeah, and that's all I got. And that was the last time I ever went to one of her Christmases because I was just like, I'm out.
So nowadays we kind of alternate days or whatever. Like we'll go with my family, we'll go with your family. So not everybody gets equal time anymore.
No.
It's kind of hard when you're married and you have other priorities, right?
Yeah.
I think it wasn't a present that I got, but it was my worst Christmas. I don't remember how old I was. I was young though, maybe 5, 6, 7. And normally Santa didn't wrap presents. My parents wrapped presents. So you would know what gifts were from Santa and what gifts were from our parents. And I do the same thing with my son now. Santa is unwrapped and, our presents are wrapped. That way he knows who's who.
Yeah.
One year my mother decided to wrap everything.
Uh-oh.
So we came into the living room, because that's where all of our stuff was set up, and my sister and I both screamed.
Santa didn't come.
And Santa didn't come because there were no presents, just wrap presents. Of course, there were a billion wrap presents,
Way
but we
to go,
didn't see that.
Debra.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. And I guess we screamed and we were like crying and so sad that we were so bad.
This doesn't surprise me at all.
We were drama queens.
No, this is what Debra does.
Yeah, well.
Every couple of years, she brings all the drama.
She wants to just mix things up, right?
Oh, God.
But you can't do that. So I was very consistent with our son. Santa, no wrapping. Our gifts, wrapping.
Thank God he really doesn't care anymore.
I know. He's old enough that the gig is up, right? Mm-hmm. But one good thing is he's like, Mom, I can't believe that you guys do all that stuff for me. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. You better be a good guy, right?
So good.
I know, that's so good. So as a parent, what is one of your favorite things to do with our son?
Well, my new one, because this year is take him pheasant hunting. I mean, my whole life revolves around that, ever since I was little, about doing that hunting rite of passage, and he got to do that this year, so
yeah,
it was amazing.
He didn't get anything, but he did draw his gun a couple times.
Next year,
right?
he'll be ready next year. Yep. We'll get him next year.
My favorite thing is just actually doing. I loved when he was real little and he would come down the steps. See the steps behind us right there? Right there.
That I built, by the way.
That he built, handy candy. So he would bring Noah down and we would just be, down here and he was in amazement.
So now, after he opens his presents every year, she goes through the videos and sits there and cries in her chair.
I do, because I've got every video and I've sit in the same spot with facing this way. So we see him coming down the steps, and I see all it when he was real little, he couldn't even walk. Steven had to bring him down the steps. To this year when he comes down, he's like, hey.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And, you know, it was over in 2 seconds. But still, I got every memory until he, you know, moves out or goes to college or whatever.
She's going
I'm
to
going
do
to
it.
keep doing it. So next up, beer quiz.
It's quiz time, quiz time, quiz time, quiz time.
All right, here we go. Beer quiz. Question number 1. Don't look, Handy. Why do winter beers
I'm a cheater from way back, by the way.
exactly have higher alcohol content? Is it A, to conserve the low supply of grains? Is it B, to help you fall off the bar stool faster?
Sure.
Or is it C, alcohol helps you to feel warm?
What was the question again?
Why do winter beers have higher alcohol content? A, to conserve the low supply of grains, B, to help you fall off your bar stool faster, or C, to make you feel warm? And the answer is, that's right, C. So alcohol opens up our blood vessels in the skin and it allows more blood and heat to flow. So that's why I'm starting to get warm right now because I had the alcohol.
Yummy.
And some good alcohol. And here we go. So that's right, letter C. Question number 2. What are considered winter beers? These types. Is it A, a Scotch ale, which is also called a wee heavy? Is it B, barley wine? Is it C, imperial stout? Or is it D, all of the above?
Ooh.
Which ones that I listed are considered winter beers?
D. All
And
the
the
above.
answer is D. That is right. All of these have higher alcohol content. They have stronger flavors. They have roasted malts, and they add more spices to them than a normal summer beer or fall beer would have.
Yummy.
Okay, last question. Question number 3. How should you enjoy your winter beer? Is it A, drink out of a properly shaped glass? Is it B, drink them at the proper temperature? Is it C, learn how to pour them properly? Or is it D, all the above?
Whew. I was going to go B, and then I said no. And I was going to go C, and I said no. I'm going D again.
And the answer is, it is D. So most winter beers, they should be served at near room temperature because they're heavier. They taste better if you can taste the spices and the roasted malts.
Room temperature, by the way.
And they're also, because they're higher in alcohol content, they should be served in like a brandy type style chalice glass. So that A, it's smaller, right? They're only, you know, that big of a glass with the, you know, the stem, kind of like this thing, but of course real little. You don't need that much of the beer because it's higher alcohol content, but also because it's shaped wider, it will hit the sides of the tongue. And that gives you the certain flavors that the brewers are looking for. Mm-hmm. So you want, they also don't have a lot of carbonation, although this one does, but the stouts and the other winter beers, they usually don't have a lot of carbonation, so you're not going to get a big head on them. So there you go.
I'm a child, but...
Yeah, you are a child. So that's it for the show today. I want to thank Mr. Handy Candy for bringing in the holiday festivities with me. You know, coming up with a nice show decor, and for buying these beers. Your family got them for me. So
Thanks to
this was
Sheila
awesome.
and Brad.
Thanks, Sheila and Brad. This was an awesome. And Matt and Aaron, I don't remember which ones they gave me, but
Matt and Aaron.
Matt and Aaron. So all the brothers and sister-in-laws of our family, thanks for giving us a show. And the next show will also be Christmas sales, more from my Christmas, from my Christmas stash that I got last week. So that's it for the show today. Remember to subscribe and give us a like. That'll help us get out into the YouTube algorithm. And remember, don't worry, be happy!